sounding off.
On Marvel's Spider-Man.
On THWIP.
The Big Marvel Show!
Hey, I'm Lorraine. Stop touching that.
I'm Ryan, and I'm directing an episode of Marvel's Spider-Man.
No, that's not true at all, but we are here in Los Angeles, California at the official studio of Marvel's Spider-Man, and we are gonna go behind the scenes and figure out how we get on that show.
We're gonna get on the show, we're gonna be superstars, and we're gonna show you some really cool stuff behind the scenes.
Yeah, let's do it. This is an all-new show, and it's got a new look. Peter is in high school now, but what about the animation style makes it so new and fresh?
Well, we're looking for a more graphics take on the show. The backgrounds have taken a whole new look. It's kind of a new step for Marvel, stepping away from more realistic, maybe muscle-bound characters.
Right, yeah, like me, I get it.
Yeah, Peter Parker is nice and skinny. He's a kid. It's kind of fun to see him take on these big villains.
Yeah.
You know, and pick up cars when he's a little skinny kid.
So, as we were saying earlier, there's a potential that Ryan and I could potentially be in this show in, say, 6 months.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, we could fit you in the background. We can get you in a cafe.
Maybe a character who's got, like, elegant but rugged facial hair, and a woman who exudes charm and intelligence and takes no guff. And I think we can bring that to the show if you let Lorraine and I voice some characters and maybe even model them off of us. I'm just spitballing. What do you think?
Are you?
Well, naturally.
Oh.
Right. Yeah.
Wait, I thought that was glued on. That's for real?
This is you can tug, you know, like.
No, that's okay. I don't want to tug.
No, it's fine. It's waxed. We're good.
I'm sold on Lorraine.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need a beauty. We need a sort of a sophisticated female character as
I
a
can
love
play that
interest.
as well.
Oh, really?
How about it's you,
Right.
but without your face or voice?
Okay.
We in?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys are voice professionals. What makes Anya Anya? What makes Miles Miles, voice-wise?
Well, I think Anya is like super, super tough, and she's got like a little raspy thing, and she can hang with the boys. So she's got like a tough kind of thing going on. She's not, just like a damsel in distress. She's smart and she's tough. So I got to be like, kind of, I don't want to curse, but badass. Can I say that?
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah, she's got to be badass. So that's,
dope.
Yeah.
Totally. What about Miles?
Miles is he's one lovable guy.
Yeah.
Aww,
He's a lovable
so
guy.
lovable.
He's that one nerd that you see getting beat up that you just feel bad for. But at the same time, he's a very intellectual young man, very ahead of his years.
Kind of like you.
So you're like, I was born to play this role.
I mean, it kind of fits. Nah.
They don't think he's a menace today. Maybe people will finally see Spidey for who he really is.
So here's my question for you. As I said, you are voice professionals. And if I were to get into this show somehow, I'm just saying, if there were a character that needed a voice, would you have any sort of advice for me or my co-host on how to just be really awesome at voicing a character?
Yeah, I mean, I would say just go from the soul.
From my soul.
Yeah, I would say just like, what's in there? Bring it on out.
Yeah.
All right.
For Max, okay, it was for me. This was more of an acting thing, really. It's just like, what was he about? For me, the key for him is he's got this genius, but he never speaks down to anybody. He cares about the greater good, and he cares mostly about students. So it was all just get the teacher in me. And it was very close. It was an odd thing for me because it was very close to somebody I might play in real life, like on live action. You know what I mean? It was not that far from my own voice even.
Well, for me, Fighting Peter's the same. It's an acting thing. So I do several sort of young hero type characters. So that was a big question. How do we make Peter and Spider-Man sound different from things I've done in the past? And luckily, there's a lot of it there in the page. I mean, it's Marvel, so the writing's so good. So you've got both of these two characters. In the beginning, when we were just starting between Peter and Spider-Man, I used to wear glasses for Peter, and then I would take them off for Spider-Man.
Did you do it like this?
Yeah, oh, every
He
time
did.
I whipped them off.
It was actually great. to
Sometimes
see
I
that.
chewed on the side. No.
And then they're like, their voice is garbled.
Right. Hearing a click.
No, and then when he was Spider-Man, he was still sort of finding his Spider-Man-ness, and that came as the series progressed. But the great part is, we start with an origin story, so it was good to hear Spider-Man become
Right.
the stronger hero that he
'Cause
became.
That's what's happening in the story.
Yeah, and if you're an actor in voiceover or otherwise, if you dial into the script and trust the character and the writing, the voice usually comes.
That's what I've heard. If I were to go into a voice booth and start working on a character, do you have any just like hot tips for me?
Definitely, if you can get model sheets, see what the character looks like.
Okay, what the character looks like. So like me.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Right.
Like you, and then you gotta kind of figure out their sort of the if it's like you, age, kind of intelligence.
Super smart.
Super smart. Okay.
Yeah.
How about you? What do you?
Ooh, do you know the Peter Pan trick?
Ooh,
That's
no, what's that?
fists on
yes.
your hips. And literally, when you change your body position, it gives you this sense of strength, and that's a good way to find your inner superhero. Yeah, hands on hips.
Real superhero.
Yeah.
I feel ready now. Thank you,
Right?
guys.
No problem.
That'd be good for you.
Yeah.
Let's see if I have any batches from Evil Villains Meet. Swipe right.
Want to do the Spider-Man kiss like in the old movie?
Why don't we start with some of this sody instead?
Sody? All right.
Here you go.
I got it.
Oh my gosh, is that a spider on your chest? I'll get it.
The spider's part of the costume. It's drafty in here. Take that, AC.
I was actually warm.
Agree to disagree.
Check out my finger guns. Pew pew.
That literally did nothing.
Holy butts, is that a string? I love string. Meow meow, string. Whee!
Whee!
But can you somersault?
No, but I can web. Oops. Well, this is a sticky situation.
Ha ha. Now it's time for Social Hour, where we take your tweets and your YubTub comments. What's on the Twitter box?
Oh my gosh, we got so much excitement about Marvel Spider-Man. Pam on Twitter says, yeah, why has Spider-Man been amazing and spectacular, but not rad?
Alliteration?
Because he's never had a cool bike before. Like a
Yeah.
BMX or, you know.
Or like some sweet inline skates.
Yeah, totally.
Gleaming the cube.
Oh, I gleam all the cubes. MXA Ghost on Twitter says, what will veteran and new fans of Spider-Man like about this show?
I think that it holds true to the original idea of Spidey. He's really funny, he's clever, and all of that stuff, but it's got a new, fresh take.
That's what she said.
Everything you need.
Yeah. And Fly Desire on Twitter says, what makes this specific series special? And he's got some alliteration in there.
That's pretty sweet. I would say probably the alliteration, except there isn't any. It's just Marvel Spider-Man.
It has a really great cast.
It does.
And the
it
people
does.
behind it are
amazing voices, amazing animation, and you guys should watch it on Disney XD. And you guys should tell us what you're most excited to see in that upcoming animated series. And that's it. I'm Lorraine.
I'm Ryan.
And this is Marvel.
You're Spider-Man.
Yeah. Boop. Thanks for watching THWIP, the big Marvel show. If you like this, please like this and subscribe to the Marvel YubTub channel.
Watch that episode right over there.
So what did you learn today, Ryan?
I learned that I am the greatest voice actor in the history of time and voices and acting. And I'm going to be so huge.